ain't going back. Not gonna buy into all that. Hey, ain't gonna hide. Gonna let all the fears slide. Got mother nature, it's on my side. Got all of the loving growing inside.
Hey everyone, welcome again to the Oddysee of Truth. I'm here once again with Cambell. We have a surprise recording coming up right now, something that we hadn't planned on, but as we got together today to discuss what we're going to do in the future and the current events going on freedom, what is freedom, what's false freedom, what's real freedom, we decided to do a Oddysee of Truth and Oddysee of Truth on freedom. What's it for you? How do you know it's real? How can you tell when it stinks? How can you tell when you're feeling good about it? And how do you know when you're actually moving and not just full of hopium and falling down by the side and losing what could be momentum if you chose to do some actual movements for yourself. Hey, Cambell.
How you going, Lorenzo? Yeah, freedom, right? Hopium, it's been thrown around a lot. And yeah, so we're just having a talk before we got started about some experiences that we've had with people who, you know, that they put on a good show, don't they? And they've got the facade and they look the part, but not much happens. They rant and rave and everyone runs around and follows them and rants and raves with them. And then at the end of the day, they sit down and they look and they're in the same spot. And we've seen this a few times. And of course, at the moment, there's lots of things going on, including, you know, the convoy, indeed. So we're just questioning, we were just questioning, is that legit? Because as we know, with the way that this, they like to run the system, they promote what they want us to hear, what they want us to follow. I mean, things don't, and you've got to understand they own all, they own everything. They own Google, all the networks. So any company that can promote a video or a cause, they own. So if we're seeing it, it's kind of being promoted.
Yeah. And I'm not saying it's bad. I'm not saying people shouldn't get off their bums and do something. I'm not saying they shouldn't get together and figure out how to make a better world, or to go, to the heads of wherever their politicians are and make some noise, pull down the buildings. Tarring and feathering sounds good to me in some instances still right now. I think that'd be a great idea, or more or less, depending on what you want to do. But Cambell and I have looked, as we were discussing, over the world and our experiences. And I've seen hippie communities, I've seen new age communities, we've seen the love movement of the 60s, we've seen tree huggers, logging blockades, and all kinds of things. And, I love trees. I think they should leave the world alone. I think people should live free. I think there should be free love, and everything should be free, so to speak, as far as you want to. But, what's really changed over the course of my life, and I can say not much at all on the outside world. I've watched a direct movement towards the incarceration of intelligence and humanity, since I've been born, for the last half a century. And as much as there's been, Rand Paul and Ann Paul and Trump and what they're doing here, and free man on the land, and Cambell and I discussed that a little bit about becoming a natural citizen or a straw man and killing this. And really, what's happening is not much at all. When I look out my window, I don't see people being more free. I see them being less free on a day-by-day basis, as a general movement of the population, I can say, from what I've seen.
Yeah, I think it has to always be about, results, right? We've got to measure all this stuff by results. We're 2.5 years into this, and of course, a lot of people from the very start have been saying, this will happen here, this will happen here. Oh, this has happened. Just, so hope that hopium is now a word, right? It's now a thing. That wasn't even a thing in 2019.
No,
but it's been used so much, it's now a word, right? It's been crowned. And when we were talking before, we were just mentioning, January, can I even say the date? If I say it now, it'll be broken up. 6th. Look what happened there. Everyone was joining. They were all there, to make a big change and all this stuff. And they were, of course, following, that their leader, their the big T. But look what happened. There's people still in jail over a year later, not charged, and this is the thing, they didn't do anything wrong, but what happened? Nothing good. One person dead, lots in jail, and it's given fodder to the media to demonize them for the last year. So I think we just need to be careful about what we're getting into, and what do we do? What are we putting our energy into is really, are we putting our energy into support something that's just going to be another big circle? You wake up and go, oh, I'm in the same spot, or is it gonna, are we stepping sideways and going somewhere different? Because the other thing I noticed is lots of people fighting and yelling out, we want our lives back, right? We want, and what was their life? We want the system back. We want to be ruled. Just let us be little slaves again. This is not good.
I have to feed my family. I have to make a living. I have to pay my mortgage. I have to pay my truck off. We have to pay our bills. We have to, fill in the blanks, send our kids to school. Universities come in and it's expensive. My kids need shoes or dental work or expensive glasses. And all of those, in my opinion, are slave-based alternatives for how you can be happy, healthy, and free. And, fighting to have them back, could that not be what the system wants? When you look at something, and if you've got, let's say, 1 million or 10 million people in the world right now, okay, the convoy's going, they're screaming, they're yelling at governments, but what are they really doing? Okay, so they're yelling at governments. They want the mandates supposedly taken down. They want the rules changed, but then they're basically saying on the shadow side of that, or the other side of that, those rules are real. The governments have power. The governments can control my life. They can change my rules for the better or for the worse. They can allow me to work or not. They can allow me to have food or not. So basically, you're arguing for your allowance. And who gets an allowance? Well, a kid, when they're growing up and their parents allow them or give them an allowance, a bit of money, a bit of freedom. So basically, in my opinion, what could be going on, or what has been going on by all the fighting, is you are literally telling your mommy and daddy, or the people ruling you, or or whoever's in charge, please, please, please change the rules so that I can do, fill in your own blanks, so that I can do this for my family, so that I can do this for my life, so that I can travel and see my grandparents again, so that I cannot take your crazy, drugs or medicine, so that I can grow food in my backyard. And all of it is like, why do you even believe they have any of these powers, rules, or sayings over your life?
Yeah, it's like, I'm 18 now, mummy and daddy, can I stay up till 12 and sleep out on the weekends? Yeah, I mean, and this is the thing, so many people have been, asking, in this chanting, freedom. That's an oxymoron. That whole act. If you're free, you don't need to go and, well, you definitely don't need to ask for freedom, but you don't even need to tell someone you're free. You just are. It's like, do you walk around going, I'm a human, flesh and blood, hair? I can hear. I mean, people do, or not.
Yeah.
Wake from reality. Wake from your dream.
Hello, everyone. I'm here with Cambell. Cambell is here with me. We're going to discuss freedom shift very quickly. There's 8 ways we found, at the very least, you can shift your freedom with us, through us, and around us. And we'd be delighted to discuss the many ways that we feel are possible for our mutual growth and happiness, abundance, health, and joy. Freedomshift.life.
Indeed. It's 2022, guys. We don't want to be supporting this evil Babylon system anymore. It's time to stand on your own 2 feet. And that, of course, means jobs, right? Jobs of slavery. It's time that we started working for ourselves and doing things that are fulfilling and things that are aligned with ourselves, our beings, our spirit, because we all know that jobs kill that. So we need to go the other way. So, guys, it's the year, and we're just looking to give out different information and ideas to help people get along. But one thing I do want to say is, we're looking for people who want to do something, who are ready. There's a saying that says, if you want something done, give it to a busy person. And there's a reason that they say that. It doesn't seem to make sense, but a busy person will get things done. And that's really what we're looking for. As we've said before, we've got a lot on our plate, and we're doing this to try and help everyone. So what we're looking for is some people to come on board with us and to help move this forward. We just don't have the time to do it all on our own. So that's really what we're looking for, guys, is we want to form a group. We've got different ideas, and together with a group, we can help a lot of people. Lorenzo on our and myself on our own with all our channels and all our other businesses and everything else going on. Probably can't, get that to maximum benefit. So if that sounds like you, if you're ready to go, you've got ideas, even if you don't have ideas, but you've got a dream and a will, please contact us and we'll have a chat.
We're setting up a hub, newagora.ca for now. We're going to move the name very soon, something that'll encompass everyone's freedom. If you want to shop, if you have a product, if you have a service, if you have some energy, if you have some ideas, if you're a content creator, all of those things, those are ways that we can help expand what you're doing through the viewership that we have, combining our viewerships. Campbell's doing well, lots of viewers. We're doing well, lots of viewers. Others are coming on to join us with their viewers. Stronger together than alone, as they say. Put a bunch of arrows together, in your hand, one or two you can break. You put 12 together, they're not going to break. So that's what we see as the intelligence of moving forward without having to fight the monsters, fight the powers that be. Just shift. You don't got to yell. You don't got to argue. You can find a new way to shop if you want. You can find other jobs if you want. We can help you promote without, selling your soul to the devil if you want. We can help expose your content if you want. You can work with us to make new content if you want. Campbell has some services. I have some services. If you need inner help or outer help, we can also help. I can't imagine a way we couldn't work together if it is, as Campbell says, you're ready to get off your ass and do the work for yourself with us to shift your own freedom. We are certainly ready, and we're ready to have you along with us.
Definitely. Together, we're much, much stronger and more effective, guys. So if you want to be part of the team, if you want to move forward, help yourself, help others, and ultimately just help the earth, right? Help bring this into where we're supposed to be. Then we'll leave a link, click it, and contact us, and we'll have a chat.
Yeah, as you share the information, we'll get back to you. Campbell, myself, or somebody else that's working with us, we're happy to discuss all the ways that could work. And if you have any new suggestions, we're open to those as well.
It is. And just please do keep in mind, guys, that we are extremely busy and we love you all. We would love to talk to all of you, but we unfortunately don't have the time to just have random hour phone calls to people who aren't really ready to do anything and who aren't ready to take action. So if that's you, if you're not ready, that's fine. You might be ready soon. Sit down and see what it is you want to do. But if you're ready to go, we want to talk to you.
Yeah, and leave your email below. We'll leave a link for you to sign up, and then you can keep watching our stuff. We'll be sending out e-blasts at least once or twice a week. And when you're ready, as Campbell says, there will be a way for you to, at the very least, say you'd like to chat, and then we're happy to discuss and see what's possible for the all of us. Freedomshift.life. That 2022, let's move it forward. I'm feeling good. Campbell's looking good. We're getting younger and healthier and happier and more abundant as the days go by. We can show you what we've done, so perhaps you can, as Campbell said, learn to do it for yourself. We are ready to work as you are for the audience.
Awaken your passion.
2022 is the year, guys. Let's go forward.
Awaken your love. Awaken your future. Wake to heighten your sight. Can't make me lie to my heart. No one tells me where I should start. Freedom first is what I say.